I think we've reached a point where cool custom desktops are at the height of popularity. Whether you're a creator like me, or a gamer, or just a person who likes to look at memes and listen to music at their desk, this device, the FiiO R7, could be the end all for you. Let's get to it. Greetings and welcome to Audio Arkitekts. I'm Mike, and if you're new to the channel, we cover all things audio and video here, and I would be super grateful if you find the time to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you end up enjoying this video. Don't forget to visit the website, audioarkitekts.com, to check out the coolest online t-shirt shop featuring hi-fi designs like these. Links to everything I talk about will be provided in the description below. I don't know about you, but I'm at my desk for most of the day working on something crazy for you guys. So having good quality sound at my desktop is absolutely monumental. It's my primary focus because the last thing I want is crap quality sound at my desktop. So FiiO came out with the R7 a while ago, and I feel like it just hasn't been hyped like it should. Today we are hyping. This is a hype session because this product truly deserves to be on your radar. It's not cheap. Comes in at around $550 to $600 right now, but what it contains inside is what's truly remarkable. I don't even think we have enough time here today to cover every single feature because I do like to keep these videos short and digestible, sweet and to the point. So I'll do my best to cover the most important features. The R7 doesn't take up too much real estate on my desk. It's tiny, it's compact, which I do like. It has a portrait form factor rather than a horizontal design like you see most other offerings. The best way I can describe the R7 is that it's similar to a tiny computer. The case is made of metal with a honeycomb opening on each side, backed by some mesh that keeps things nice and cool inside. The first thing I'm sure that grabs most, though, is the 5-inch display. They basically took a small Android phone and used that as the display for the unit. This is crazy because it has most of the capabilities of an Android device, and the majority of the functions are controlled with the included apps on the device. The touchscreen is responsive and functional. I didn't have any issues getting up and running. The knob controls on the front feature a power and volume knob and an input selection for headphone, line out, or both. The knobs are backlit by really nice RGB lighting. You have 3 options on the front of the unit to hook up your headphones: a 1/4-inch output, a 4.4mm balanced output, and an XLR output. I feel this provides you with the flexibility when hooking up your specific headphones without having to grab adapters, which can get annoying if you misplace said adapter. Around back is where things really get crazy. Let's start with the power. It has a built-in power supply where you just plug in the provided cable and away you go. Or you can connect via the DC power input, which allows you to use a power supply that you provide. This, I feel, was a bit unnecessary. Perhaps using a low noise power adapter could help improve things slightly. However, I've seen measurements on this thing and it measures great with the built-in power supply. It has a slot for a micro SD card, which is helpful if you want to put your music library on a card and just have it inside the device. Otherwise, you can connect to the USB-A input for your external hard drive, NAS drive, or your Roon core. Yes, friends. Yes, the device is Roon ready. It has 2 RCA line outputs so you can connect to an external amplifier or your power speakers, as I have them hooked up on my desk. They're connected directly to my KEF LSX2 LTs at the moment. However, I look forward to a different setup because I want to use the FiiO internal DAC. Now, it comes with coax and optical inputs and outputs, so you can treat this as a pass-through to an external DAC, or you can use the DAC provided, which does sound great. I'm using the AudioQuest carbon optical cable from the FiiO to the KEF speakers for now. Now, if you're plugging into a more sophisticated situation, you have XLR balanced outputs as well. This device can be a very nice preamp for an actual sound system. They included a remote with mine, as well as to be able to control the device from further away. However, I have found it more comfortable having it close up and personal to be able to take advantage of the touchscreen without having to get up and change the app settings. Just from the way it looks, feels, and performs, this was meant for a desktop. Ethernet. If you don't want to use Wi-Fi, there's an input around the back that will help you with that. That covers the inputs and outputs, friends, front and back. As I mentioned, this unit is feature rich, so covering everything is impossible for one video. It runs on Android 10 and it has a Play Store, so downloading some of your favorite apps is possible. I don't want to bog this thing down, so I decided to keep it clean and just use the apps I absolutely must. It didn't come with much for bloatware, so it didn't take long to navigate through it and keep only the apps I knew I absolutely needed. I'm a simple guy. I don't dick around a lot on my desktop with this stuff. I just needed a DAC and headphone amp to be able to play whatever is coming from my PC to either a pair of headphones or a pair of speakers. Maybe others will take advantage of all the different play modes and weird stuff, but for me, I'm kind of stuck on the USB DAC mode, which is perfectly fine for me. However, it is nice to know that this device is versatile and could potentially end up on my nightstand or somewhere else where I listen to music. I found this device to sound better than what I had on my desktop before, which was FiiO's K7BT, which I still stand behind as a very competent headphone amp and DAC. It's just not as good as this. My first reaction was because of the openness of the sound. It felt like the veil just came down and things were just more dynamic and vibrant. The mid-range frequencies were represented well, with vocals being clean and crisp with nice transparency. Overall, the sound isn't overly colored. It's actually pretty neutral. The bass has a bit of a kick, however, I wouldn't say it was the frequency they focused on with this design. It has good punch and delivery, but it's not overly boomy or bassy. The treble has some really remarkable clarity, definitely not bright or fatiguing. It's, in my opinion, the best highs I've heard from a device like this in quite a while. Overall, the sonic signatures here are well balanced. The bass did honestly leave me wanting more, but it's not to the point where I'd say, I'd shy away from this device because of it. It's sometimes tough to explain the sound signature from a device like this because on one hand, you got the group that believes if it works, it's digital, it's a digital device, it is what it is. And on the other hand, you have the folks that every component matters, folks, I live somewhere in the middle, right in the middle of the two, where I feel that well-made components will work to your benefit sonically, but that does stop at a certain point where we begin to experience the laws of diminishing returns and things just start to lose value as the price goes up. The R9, the new version of this, is already out, and I do hope to get my hands on one because if it's better than this, then I think we're going to be in a really, really good place for desktop gear here soon. However, for the price right now of around $550 to about $600 US dollars for the R7, I think it provides more value than it should, both sonically and functionally. I think this is a very perfect solution for anyone with a desktop that wants something they won't grow out of for many, many years. That looks good, that sounds good, that works really well. Overall, 2 thumbs. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and watching the video, and for making it to the end of the video. Very good work. If you'd like to help my efforts, head on over to my website, audioarkitekts.com. I got a sale going on hifi t-shirts just like these. Check it out. Each purchase helps the cogs and gears keep moving. Your support is much appreciated. If you'd like to help in a different way, I do have a Patreon where I feature after filming commentary and some exclusive behind the scenes content that you might like. It's a good way to get to know me a bit better and support the channel. The new channel, Dream and Digital, is coming in the new year. It was supposed to be a December launch, I'm so sorry, but I wanted to fine tune some stuff. So if you're really into everyday carry and tech geared towards the creative creator, then this will definitely be the right spot for you. It'll be similar delivery like this channel, perhaps more of an artsy and more fancy B-roll. We'll see. Get ahead of the game and subscribe now. Links to that and everything else we discussed are available down below. If you enjoyed the video, I suggest you free your mind with the like button.
Free your mind.
Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to get notified every time new video is born. With all that said and done, I will see you on the next one, friends. Take care.